What's going on, everybody? This is Ezequiel Casas here from Filmatic Productions, here to talk to you about my first experience washing my raw denim jeans. I bought these jeans about 2 months ago. These are APC New Standard jeans. These are my first attempt at actually hand washing the jeans. I had tried maintaining some jeans before and they didn't really work out. I unfortunately threw them in the wash and then threw them in the dryer, effectively destroying them. Finally, I went on YouTube and looked up some tutorials on how to take care of these jeans, and I came across a channel called CRD, which is a very comprehensive channel. It goes into denim care, what kind of denim to buy, selvage, sanfordized, all these terms and terminologies about raw denim. So finally I took the plunge, and after about 2 months of wearing these things through the month of November and December, I decided to wash them. So here's the process as I understand it. The CRD channel recommends that you get some cups to be able to weigh them down. Secondly, you're going to put in about enough water just to cover up the jeans. You don't need to fill up the tub the entire way. You want to put in the jeans, obviously uncuff them. They don't have to be inside out. I just put them in the regular way. Also remember to unbutton the fly so you're getting the water everywhere. Be sure to fill up these cups with a little bit of water so it'll actually give them some weight to them and really help hold down the jeans. As you can see, I'm not only putting these down, but I'm also kind of squeezing out any air bubbles that I can find, opening up the fly just to make sure all the water gets in. Just making sure it's nice and flat on the ground, obviously kind of just being held down by these cups. So once that's done, we're going to let them soak in this water. You don't use detergent for 30 minutes. So we'll come back in 30 minutes and we'll agitate them. There's my little cat Trinity looking on the process. She is very fascinated by water. Fortunately, she didn't get in there and knock anything over, and she stayed safe. We are now going to take off these cups. I just put them on the side or between the leg. Take out all the water. You can see that the water is already getting pretty grimy. That is just from the sweat and dirt residue on the jeans from wearing them for about 2 months. More or less straight. You know, I did a lot of garden work in them, dancing obviously, just walking around, biking. So they've picked up some of my sweat and some of my dirt, but also I just want to get rid of any like starch or chemicals that might still be sitting on the jeans themselves. So as you can see, I'm kind of opening up the legs a little bit more, giving it a little bit of agitation. You don't want to crinkle them. You know, some people really, well, there I go, goofing it up. You do want to avoid crinkling them. I'm kind of just getting a little bit too lost in the sauce right here. Because you don't want to start manipulating the jeans into a position where they're going to fade that way. I mean, right now they're in water, and so it should be kind of good. I don't foresee anything really bad happening, especially on its first soak. But that being said, you kind of want to just let the water do its thing. Then just, as I said, just let them sit for another 30 minutes. The CRD method, they told me to do about 20 and 20. But, you know, why not just tack on another 10, make it a full hour. So there I go, once again, you know, making sure air bubbles are of everything, making sure everything is more or less submerged. As you can see, the water is becoming much more blue and brown. As I said, that's a little bit of indigo coming off of the jeans, and a decent amount of the dust, dirt, sweat, and probably some starch, some maybe leftover starch on the jeans themselves. So what's great about these is that, you know, we're just soaking them right now. We're not really getting into popping in detergents right now. This is just the first soak. We'll come back in about 6 months and probably actually do a legitimate wash with some natural detergent. I know some people use Woolite. Some people really like these specific chemically strong-ish brands. I'm here from the Bay Area. I'm from Berkeley, so these are natural cotton fibers, natural indigo denim. So I'm personally going to go as natural as possible. But as I mentioned, right now we're just doing a wash. So here I am filling up the cups back again with water, getting those sides, making sure sides of the waist are locked down. All right, 30 minutes more, and then we're gonna pop them out. Well, the CRD method recommends that you give them a little shower, a rinse off. As you know, as from being in a bath, you're stewing in your own juices. You don't really want to have all that gunk kind of just sitting on your body or whatever. So you can't really see it, but I have the shower running, just kind of letting the water run over them, letting that last little bit of indigo out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Some people really take a few minutes. I just did this for maybe about a couple minutes. One of these minutes you're just seeing right now. Basically what it does, just as I said, just gets rid of all that latent gunk, all that stuff that you really just don't want sitting on your body and sitting on your jeans. And now finally that they're washed, they're soaked, they've been rinsed, I fail a little bit. I shouldn't be crinkling them up, but fortunately, once they hang dry, that'll probably set in. I wouldn't recommend you drying them over a rail or something, because that way they're going to dry with a very significant crease where you hang them over the rail. So right now I'm just shaking them out, getting some of that extra water out to start the drying process. And then what I'm going to do is I just put up a hanger in my bathroom, in my shower. Kind of struggling right now. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. You can do it. Great. And then we're going to, I should have just put them on the rack first and then put them on there, but you know me. Anyway, as you can see, I'm putting it in my shower. That is a nice controlled area. We're not going to get any sort of wind gusts or dust in the air. I'm going to basically just leave the window open. Here you see me opening up the legs. Once again, get that airflow going on. You can almost do like kind of an inverse crease, perpendicular to the seam, to just pop those open. And then I'm just gonna let them air dry overnight. It's been a pretty decent winter here, so I can leave the window open. So these are gonna air dry overnight, and in the morning we'll see how they play. Thanks a lot.